So be prepared to get tired of seeing me in my own merchandise. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. I'm honestly so excited. I mean, if you've watched the live stream, if you've paid attention to my channel the last few days, you will know that the thing that I said I was working on for so long, houseofexpression.com, is up and live right now. Let me tell you something. You need to stop the video right now. Okay, take a good 5 minutes. Go and purchase you something, girl. I got some crop tops up there. I got some shirts up there. I got some phone cases up there. I got some, a mug, a cute ass fucking handbag, bitch, which honestly, that shit is honestly really cute, bitch. And have a good goddamn evening on there. Girl, stop the video right now and go over there and fucking get your life. Now, I want to develop houseofexpression.com as kind of like a hub for us. I want you guys, when you get your product, when you get whatever you bought that's being shipped out to you, I want you to take a picture, take a selfie of yourself in it, using it, whatever, and post it on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag houseofexpression, or get it to me somehow so that I can take these pictures and put them on the site. I really do want to develop this into something where the girls can come. We're a family. It's the house, you know what I mean? I want it to develop into something where y'all submit poetry or submit art or whatever. I just want everyone to see who the Adrian Army is. But this is just the first step, so I want you to just support this so we can move it further, because girl, it takes takes investment to make some of this shit happen. So just support this, and I want to come out with new collections. And I know there have been some people who say, girl, I want to put a design on there. So this is just the first collection. This is just the first step. So I'm excited. houseofexpression.com. Check it out, buy a product, let me know what you think. PayPal is the easiest way to get that shit done. Just broop, 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 and that's it. Get it sent to you, take your selfie, and you see yourself on the site, girl. I'm excited! Please let me know what you guys think. I currently have on one of my favorites, as y'all saw from the live stream. Miss Crop Top is getting you hoes together. Let's get into the motherfucking tea. There has been a lot of shit going on, but I wanted to start out with something cute before we get into, because there's a lot of dragging that needs to happen. But I wanted to tell y'all that Aquaman seems like she's gonna give the girls what we need. Now, James Wan, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He is our Australian film director, screenwriter, and producer. He's widely known for being the director of the horror film Saw. So it seems like DC Comics might be getting their shit together. They kind of saved their asses with Wonder Woman, because it was completely separate from this whole Justice League bullshit. They had their own director, so Aquaman has his own director. He's saying that it's gonna be like a whole another world, underwater type tea, 7 kingdoms. They tried to make Aquaman as different as they can from Superman. Like, if bullets bounce off of Superman, maybe the bullets get lodged into Aquaman, but they don't hurt him. You see what I'm saying? So he's kind of like a rough version. If I honestly look at Jason, I want to call him Aqua Daddy, because the name Aquaman is not enough for his fine ass. I want to see the powers, because the last time that I checked, Mira ass was out here, closing the fucking water doors on these hoes, and that was just a taste of what she can do when she went up against Steppenwolf. I'm ready for her to put me in a whirlpool and nearly drown me. Don't throw me no goddamn life raft, you know what I mean? I don't need a life jacket. Let Mira, just get my ass together, bitch. I'm ready for Aquaman. Now, let me tell you something. Pose also got renewed for season 2, as I talked about in my live stream, but I will let y'all know Pose got renewed. Now, many of you have been kind of asking why I don't review it. The first reason why I didn't review it, because I was skeptical about it, as I said in my live stream. And the second reason, because now I'm not as skeptical. I really love the show. I love what it's doing. I love the writing. Janet Mock is out here doing the goddamn thing. Now, the reason why my ass is not reviewing it is because I have to be in the right mental space to watch Pose. I don't know, I can't promise y'all that every single time it comes on, I'll be watching and live tweeting and ready to review it, bam, bam, bam. I don't like doing things half-assed. Y'all know that shit about me. I'd rather wait and get my spirit together. So Pose just really takes me through there, girl. She lets me relive all the traumatic shit that my ass been through. So I'm not gonna promise y'all that, oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna do it every week, and then my ass don't be doing, no, I'm not doing that shit. So, but Pose, it really is a good ass fucking show. That's just I was expecting it to be a little bit more corny than what it is. And of course, every show has its corny moments, but this is actually more real than I expected it to be. So I'm very, very motherfucking pleased that it is getting a second season. I want y'all to pay attention to this next part of the video, because there has been some news dropping, and I had to go around and collect all my tea. As I said, we don't do things half-assed over here at Adrian Expression, at the house of Expression. Yes, ma'am! Girl, go to houseofexpression.com. No, we don't do anything half-assed over here, so I had to get all the motherfucking tea. You know me. You know me, I had to get all the motherfucking tea. Charlemagne the goddamn, I don't know, Charlemagne the fraud. You know, y'all already know that's what I call him, Charlemagne the fraud. I've been telling y'all that he was a fraud, but I'm glad that, and it's not even anybody else who is proving it. He's proving it through his own words and through his own actions. Now, there has been some tea that's been released, I mean, court documents and everything that allege that Charlemagne is over here, you know, messing around, raping 15-year-old girls, getting them drunk, you know, have all type of parties. He was out here doing that shit. I can't remember how many years ago, but honestly, if you look at some of the things that he said and done, and which I will get to in a moment, it's really not that surprising to me. We already know. I mean, he's built up his career off of delegitimizing the experiences of fucking women. Like, girl, we already know what his tea is, but it's just really interesting to see all this shit just come slowly back out like he ain't been saying this shit the whole time. Now, the reason why it really caught my attention today is because Angela Rye ass was over there defending him. Let me read you what she said, and then I'll get to the things that Charlemagne has apparently done. And this is coming from his own goddamn mouth. I'll let him speak for himself. But first, Angela Rye said in response to all this tea coming out about Charlemagne, she said, "My brother is neither a molester or a rapist. He never drugged anyone. He never touched the girl. Read more about the incident from 2001 in his book, Black Privilege, and note that he regrets having a party where underage folks were drinking when he was young and dumb, and that's the only thing he pled to. Why? Because there was no physical evidence connecting him to the girl, and we ain't even talking about the whole issue of rape kits and condoms, but we're gonna fucking move right along." She also goes on to say, "I truly pray for her peace of mind, truly. However, she will not come up on my brother off of a lie. I stand for the truth before I stand for anything else. God bless you and your family." The alleged victim is now 32 years of age. She did an interview and she goes into depth. I really hate, as I said, that these victims have to come out here, experience the fucked up ass trauma, and then go and relive it in the public eye. But I mean, we all know how that shit goes, sadly. But she said, you know, she talked about the fact that her mom didn't want her speaking against him in court. And I'll let you listen to some of the things that she said.
Suppose Charlemagne reaches out to you after we do this interview, and he says, "Hey, I want to give you a settlement, and I want you to recant your story and to call Star a liar." Then what?
Listen, I don't want that man's money. I don't want nothing from him. I just want people to know who he really is.
There are people who will still defend him. There are people like Angela Rye. And what's interesting about Angela's defense of Charlemagne is the way that this society is set up. Charlemagne might not face as much backlash for actually doing the shit he's talking about than Angela Rye will face for siding with him. Now that is a whole nother video. That is a whole nother aspect of society, but we already know that it is. So while you're over here defending him, sis, understand that you don't have that type of privilege to just be anything that you say goes. You ain't a man like that. We already know how misogyny and patriarchy works in this goddamn country. But since that is not enough to convince people, and the court documents not enough to convince people, I submit to the people, I submit to the court, I submit to y'all how he talked about his own wife. Listen to what he said.
"Me and my wife dated for a whole year. She would not give me no pussy. Me and my wife hung out one Saturday night and she got sloppy drunk and passed out at my mama's house and I got that pussy."
No!
Damn, while she was passed out?
Yes, I mean, she was fucking me back and all that, but she was really drunk. So I asked her yesterday, I was like, "Yo, did I rape you the first time we ever had sex?" And she looked and she goes, "I mean, in hindsight, yeah."
No.
I mean, we ain't even gonna talk about the fact that he has no type of decency or respect. I mean, this is how he's talking about his own goddamn wife in front of everybody. Like, everybody can hear this shit. I mean, that's already alarming, but the fact that he's around here saying the shit like it's just normal every day, and not even that, it's also the fact that he's not even talking about with any type of remorse. Like, they over there kikiing and giggling. It's not even like, "Oh yeah, we did a bunch of fucked up shit, but I've learned my lesson. I've learned how to act like I'm a fucking decent human being." He has not even said, he does not even have that spirit within him. It's just fun and fucking game. Is that not enough to convince y'all ass? Okay, so I submit to the court let's just submit to the court all the pieces of evidence. This is the next piece of evidence of him talking about beating somebody that his ass was dating.
We all done put our hands on our chick at some point. Hey, y'all can sit there and act like y'all haven't. You choked your chick, at least pinched her. So she pushes me off her, and she goes, "That's why I'm fucking such and such now." Oh my nigga, I just saw white. I just saw white and red.
And again, all the things that he's saying, now this is coming from his mouth, bitch. I'm not saying the shit. You know what I mean? Don't come trying to drag me, girl. This is what he said. This is from his own goddamn mouth. You see him right there. So what I'm saying is, it's not even like the spirit of, oh girl, you know, we all as men have done some idiotic shit in the past and we continue to do it, but we need to learn from the dumb shit that we have done. It's not that type of energy that I'm getting from Charlamagne. It's just he's keying, he's laughing, he's getting his fucking life. And he has people just defending him over and over. And we were able to clearly see by how he presents himself on the Breakfast Club, the questions that he asks, all types of behaviors and shit that he says. We see all of it displayed. And now it's just coming to the light now. I don't understand it, but here we are. Now this last piece of evidence, this exhibit that I will give to the courts, give to you guys. I mean, they're all fucked up, but this one is just a special kind of fucked up because he talks about, I'll just let you listen to it.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I got this girl real drunk. And we fought.
That sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk.
I didn't just get her drunk. I remember I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly.
Oh, so you raped her?
Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store. I had the fucking.
They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat and have sex with it. That doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So she was drunk and shit, and we had sex and shit, and like. A lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and fuck her. I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing it. The next morning, she wakes up. We talk about it. And she's like, what happened? Like, we had sex. She said, okay, well, I'm glad it was you. A couple days later, she's like, yo, are you sure I only had sex with you? Because one of my stupid-ass cousins was going around saying he fucked her, which he didn't. I know for a fact he didn't. I was there the whole time. Yeah. So it just was weird that she was like, well, I'm just glad it was you. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, yo, you could have been in a real bad situation if it was another motherfucker there.
Wait, was she passed out while you fucked her?
Nah, she wasn't like... She was like one of those drunks where she was one of those drunks where like she was one of those drunks where she was like she wasn't coherent, but she was up.
He himself said the girl wasn't coherent. He himself said that he got Spanish Fly, which is an aphrodisiac, and put that shit in there. And the host had to tell him that you should ask someone before you give them some shit like that. Anyway, so as I said, he himself, it's not coming from rumors, it's not coming from a hating ass bitch who want to check, you know what I mean? It's not coming from anybody else. It's coming from directly from his mouth in a public forum, publicly, on podcasts, on interviews, so where people can go and see the shit. He wasn't afraid of saying that shit, no way. So if you are gonna look in my eyes, okay, and tell me that he ain't doing none of the shit he talking about, but he was so boldly telling us these stories, and you expect me to just doubt what someone else is saying, girl? That's not going to happen, especially when there are court documents to back that shit up, police reports and shit to back that shit up. Girl, it's not going to happen. Charlamagne the fraud, girl, you've been exposed. You exposed yourself. It's not even that you've been exposed. The tea was out there, girl. It's just, we've been waiting. The gas has been poured and we were waiting for a match to go off, girl. And this is the match. The match has been lit. The flames are rising. And we're going to see who's really bad and who's not. Angela, girl, this shit was really disappointing, especially the way that I go up for your ass when you're on CNN, you're dragging, you're telling these girls about Donald Trump being a fucking sexual predator, all this shit. But when it comes down to it, I'm just, where's the actual action? What's going on? What's going on, Angela? This was really disappointing. Charlamagne, girl, we all knew that your ass was bullshit, but we're continuing to put that spotlight on your ass like you're performing at a world tour. We're putting that spotlight on your ass, and we're not letting go until these issues have been solved, girl. Good riddance, because I don't know what the fuck gonna happen after this.